located 11 kilometers east of Lethbridge along the Crow's Nest Highway, is the town of Coaldale. Named Coaldale in 1883 to distinguish it from coal banks, aka Lethbridge. The population of Coaldale in 2016 was recorded as 8,215 and has increased steadily since 2009. The town offers many amenities and attractions, including the Birds of Prey Center, the Lando Lakes Golf Course, and the Gem of the West Museum. Coaldale is a town with much to offer and has the advantage of being located 10 minutes away from a major urban center. On this episode of Where You Live, we explore the town of Coaldale. Hello and welcome to Where You Live. I am your host, Paige Hudson, and I am here with the Mayor of Coaldale, Mayor Kim Craig. Thanks so much for being here with me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming out.
Great. So I have a few questions for you about Coaldale. Now, what makes Coaldale such a unique town?
Well, I think the one thing that really makes Coaldale unique is actually the Birds of Prey Center. It's a project that started about 30 years ago with the founder's idea on how to handle stormwater, and it evolved into a world-class rescue center where we have about 11,500 visitors a year. And it's a unique story. Unfortunately, it's sort of a hidden treasure in Coaldale, but if you were going to say something really unique, I think Coaldale has that as one of the unique things that we have to offer.
Oh, great. And tell me a bit about the reasons why Coaldale is such a great place to live.
To me, my opinion is that Coaldale is a great place to live, primarily because it's built on volunteerism. You're in this museum today, and that's a demonstration of what volunteerism does. A group of well-intentioned people came together and wanted to resurrect the historical site and make it into a wonderful cultural and entertainment and museum kind of a facility. It really doesn't do justice to call it a museum. It's much, much more than that. And volunteerism just spreads throughout town, and so many parts of town wouldn't be what they are without what the volunteer efforts bring. You know, in this side of the town, the Birds of Prey was started from a philanthropic idea, and the kin shelter, and then the community center, and just so many things that Coaldale was just I would hate to think what Coaldale would be without our volunteers.
That is amazing, because volunteers really do make a huge difference. And when I do think of Coaldale, I think of the different areas like Birds of Prey, and there's also the Gem of the West. Tell me a little bit about Gem of the West.
Well, you know, we're fortunate to be able to be here today, and it was, like I said, an idea that some community members brought forward many years ago. They saw that this building was empty. It was a church to begin with, and then it went into a commercial enterprise, and the people that knew what it was approached town council and said, you know, we would like to resurrect that and make it into a proud museum for Coaldale. And over the years it's evolved, and through hard work, blood, sweat, and tears of volunteers, mostly many elderly. Like there's some pictures in the back that show people well into their 80s that, you know, dedicated much time to making this building what it is today.
And it's beautiful in here. I was surprised by what a wonderful area this has become. I've never been here before, but looking around, there's so much neat culture and antiques and things to see. And you also have a golf course here.
Yeah, that's correct. We have Land Lakes Golf Course. It's an 18-hole golf course, and it's privately owned, but it's well attended. It has many water features in it that have many errant golf balls in it. So I like to get some of mine back.
Yeah. Well, that's fun because whenever I hear of Coaldale as well, it seems like a lot of people love the golf course here too. So now with Lethbridge being so close to Coaldale, what amenities does Coaldale have to keep business in town?
Well, that's a good question. In my mind, having a major center so close can be either good or bad, but me being an optimist, I think it's great. We have over 90,000 people that can come to Coaldale on any given day to sample things that they can't necessarily find in Lethbridge. Some people are die-hard fans of Ming's Chinese food, and some people love the Coaldale Bakery, and they come out for that. And Weeb's Sausage and Delicatessen is a re-established business along, and it has loyal customers from all over. So those kinds of unique shops really draw a lot of people into town, and I think it's really what sets Coaldale apart is that they don't try and replicate something that you can get elsewhere. They try and offer new and unique experiences. Delo's Pizza and that. People, local residents live and die by it, but there's also a good following of the area from Lethbridge and beyond that like to come out and sample our wares. Yeah,
that's great. I know that my mom definitely likes to make the trip out to Coaldale for the bakery. Right? So and it does seem like there's a lot that is authentic to Coaldale, and it makes it a great town. And yeah, I'm an optimist as well. Yeah. So having the city close, it does bring a lot of people out here, especially for Birds of Prey or the Gem of the West. It's great out here, and I really do enjoy Coaldale. So
thank you.
Yeah. What kind of recreation facilities does Coaldale offer to the residents?
Well, obviously we have the hockey rink where the Copperheads play, and we have a swimming pool, outdoor swimming pool, and we have a skateboard park. We have a nice soccer and baseball facility called the Quads on the south end of town, and we have a wonderful water park, a spray park, and then we have Coaldale seems to be the birthplace of many, many playgrounds. Where we have some really spectacular playgrounds over the last while, where the Kinsmen have built a huge playground in Cottonwood community that's just outstanding. But then we're celebrating the launch of 2 new ones, one at Jenny Emery School later this month and one at the Coaldale Christian School that are spectacular playgrounds.
Yeah, I noticed that there is a lot for children, lots of playgrounds and nice parks here. So. Oh
yeah, and that that goes back to the volunteerism. You have the Coaldale Kinsmen and Cadets clubs. They just had the Carnage in Coaldale this past weekend. It drew thousands of people, and they raised lots of good money for projects in Coaldale and area, and they really facilitate a lot of the things that are built in Coaldale that would have a hard time without their tremendous support.
Who would you say is the biggest employer in Coaldale?
Well, Intercontinental Truck Body has long been a big employer, and they're an amazing business. They used to be really focused on the oil business, and they had a lot of customers that they provided the different pieces of equipment for that, but they've been able to adapt, and they're doing very, very well. I drove by, and I believe that they're even working on a tour bus or some kind of a thing for Billy Graham, which is quite impressive. They got quite an American clientele in that because of the favorable exchange rate, but hats off to them for always being able to adapt and modify to the market conditions.
So tell me a little bit about Coaldale Settler Days. What can people expect if they wanted to attend?
Well, they can expect to see their family dentist months afterwards, because we hand out we put the can in candy parade, so there's tons and tons of candy, and that's what really sets settler days apart from other ones. We're very dedicated to making sure that there's lots of candy.
And that makes a difference. Not a lot of people understand that, but I know that with my son and my nieces and nephews, that's their favorite part about a parade sometimes, is the candy and getting the candy and stuff. So is it a parade that goes on?
Yeah, and there's actual entries with the decorated floats and everything like that. And it's a legitimate parade, but one of the things that the Chamber of Commerce has prided itself on is making sure that there's lots of candy. So in a typical year, there'll be 4 half-ton trucks with probably 300 or 400 pounds of candy per truck.
Oh, nice.
Strategically placed throughout the parade that'll hand out the candy on behalf of the chamber, but then almost every entrant would have 100 or more pounds of candy too, so it is easily over a ton of candy that people
nice. So that you make sure that everybody is able to get some. And
unless they're too timid and they cower away from the shower of candy.
Don't have good enough elbows.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a good time. Do you have like a barbecue as well? Or?
Well, it'll start the morning off with a pancake breakfast, and then it'll evolve, and during the lunch hour, the food bank will have probably beef on a bun like they normally do, and there's kids' activities in the afternoon, and a very nice day for family, very low cost for them to come out, watch the parade, and do a little bit of things. And
nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Mayor of Coaldale, Kim Craig, for being our guest on Where You Live. I really appreciate you taking your time to come and chat with us. And we will have more on Where You Live after the break.